Yeah. Let's get it. Derrick Jaxn.
What's good? What's poppin'? What's good? What's poppin'? Like I ain't said that in a little while actually. For those that know, check out our Done With It podcast.
Check us out on most platforms, Spotify and but check us out on our page and you'll see what's going on. Check out Instagram and you'll find out what's going on and all that. But today we're gonna come with you to
Let's dive in
some
first.
juicy stuff that's going on right now. So I don't know if anyone knows about this whole Derrick Jaxn guy. He's a love guru who tells women how that black men don't cheat and how to fall in love and how to be in love and da-da-da-da. But anyway, right now there's a scandal and he's been cheating on his wife with multiple women and they're coming forward now saying that they've been cheating with him and da-da-da-da, didn't know he had a wife and da-da-da. Here's a quick little clippings of what's been going down.
Keep you up to date with what's going on.
The umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took.
Yeah, but yeah.
So, with that, go
ahead and research for yourselves. But basically, I just wanted to touch up on, like, at the end of the day, people need to stop looking to people to help them validate their own relationships. Like, everyone's different in it. And this guy had a lot of women following his movement. And not just following movement, like breaking up with husbands, leaving their men.
I don't understand how though. How do you go to that length? Because I'm saying if you are going to take advice from someone, if I'm taking advice from someone personally, I need to see something that you're leading an example with something that I want to buy into. But with him, as you were saying, he don't have no show of his wife.
No, he doesn't show his wife. Like, so before this, he never showed his wife or his kids. So people just knew him as this guy who used to give advice, but no one saw his background life. No one saw what he was like as a husband. So this is where I didn't understand. Yeah. But one thing I do get is that I noticed the women at a certain age, we start striving for things. Like, if you ain't got a child, you start wanting a child. Mm-hmm. If you weren't married and all your friends are getting married, you want to get married. So then I feel they start seeking any ways to try and find that love. Where it's like, they'll go onto the YouTube and find, oh, why can't I find a man, or ways of keeping a man, and then they bump into men like him.
Desperation.
Yeah,
and then okay.
There's other guys I found, not to even bring him up in this topic because I don't want him to associate with him, but like Stefan Speaks. He's another American guy who gives out information of how to keep your man or keep your woman and rare. But it is sad because people look to these people to actually help them validate who they are, how they can get a person.
To actually fix their relationship.
So I feel like we need to stop all that. Like, no one can't tell you how to keep a man or rare because everyone's different.
Every man's different. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think it's even a good thing to look at other people as goals or someone to admire, or do you get what I mean? Because we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like earlier when you was talking to me about it, I used Steve Harvey as an example because I was like, oh, you see, he's someone who talks on it and you see him with his wife and whatever, but we still don't know what's going on behind those closed doors.
Exactly. Look at Jada and Will. Everyone thought, they were having this great relationship and their couple's goals, and then look, something comes out, bam, everyone's shocked. But they're human, you know what I'm saying? So you should stop looking to these people. It's just so sad because even the wife, like me and T was saying earlier, that she looks like she's in a trance. Like, if you watch the video, go back and watch the video of him explaining that he was cheating months ago or rare. She just looks like she's holding his hand, but he's squeezing it. Like,
scripted, like it felt like it was scripted or like forced. Or like they had to replay this a few times. Yeah. And, babe, you know what we're gonna say, and you remember, don't talk about this and whatever. And it's like he made her sound like, okay, you can't sound like you didn't know about it or whatever. It's like she was schooled into it. It was uncomfortable to watch. Even how she was talking felt like, is that how you are in your everyday life? She seems like someone who's in a domestic kind of violent situation. Now, I don't mean it must be physically. It could be a mental thing where she's kept captive in some sort of lifestyle. But it's not cute.
It wasn't, and like it's just sad because like it's not just the women blowing up; it's a lot of the men as well. Because a lot of the men are angry that they've been with women who's taken advice from this man who now is the same as them, or now is
worse.
It's worse.
Even could be worse because we don't know. But he's doing a lot because there's loads of women over the years, and there's one as recent as literally a week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. There's been some. So basically, they were saying in the video that they've been dealing with this since September 2020.
Okay.
Now the woman's come forward after that occasion and said, like, we've been linking since March, just a week ago, and there's videos of him recording his video explaining why he cheated while he's at her house. Like, you can't make this stuff up.
It's like
You can't make it
multiple
up.
personalities though as well, because what she's explaining, like, the wife starts like, oh, does he talk about church? Is he this kind of way? And the woman's like, no, he's something totally different. So it's like,
He's a fraud.
yeah, he's a fraud. He's just got,
And he's now
whole
put a
different
gag
life
order
going
on the recent mistress, who also got pregnant for him, and he was willing for her to keep the child. Just, I don't get it, but she's a successful black woman, and he's now roped her into a situation. She just apparently don't have social media. She's not into all this stuff, so she's only finding out this stuff now. Hence why she's apparently coming out. But
You can't
ladies,
solely like be in the dark though. Like, she ain't got no social media. She don't know what's happening. This man's big on social media platforms even before the scandals. But you don't know.
but maybe
you're so
like we
out
don't
of
know
it.
how much she shared. Like, say, because it doesn't seem like they've been seeing each other for a long time. So maybe she didn't share it with a lot of people yet. That's my guy.
Yeah.
And then obviously they're not going to come and bring anything because they don't know nothing. So for her, if she's going to work every day and she's in a time of pandemic, if she's a doctor, her life could be very like
True. All over
mad
the
at right
place, so
now.
she's not taking
So
notice of it.
yeah, because she said it took them a month before they stopped using condoms. Like, wow, okay, like this is a whole married man. Why are you not using condoms? Like, not even that. The woman could have had a whole time just carried it back to your wife and your kids.
So wait,
Men.
when did he stop? A month in? But maybe I reckon personally, I don't know,
But
because
you got a wife. Not even like,
but he might be at a stage where I reckon he's ready to leave the wife if she was
But
having
that's what he was
children
saying.
and
That's
up
that's
and-
what he's been saying. Like, to people, like, the wife is like, she's not great, and I've been trying to leave, but she don't want to go, and I've been trying to give her divorce papers, but she's not signing. She's told me,
I won't be surprised if that's true though, because the way she's there sitting there holding hand like this, yeah, she probably saying, "No, you ain't leaving me. I put years up in this." Yeah.
but it's just sad as well because you've given a lot of women hope to now drag them right back down. So now I'm saying, like, these women might have looked at him like, oh my god, like, I've got hope of a guy, and then now to think that this guy is a fraud.
What do you mean hope with him? Like,
Not with
hope in
him,
a
but like
relationship?
he's giving them coaching. So like, there might be a lady who's following his movement
But there's
on
some
YouTube.
people who can give advice, know what they should do, but just can't take their own advice. So it's
Yeah,
not
true.
necessarily he's giving them
yeah, boy. Yeah.
bad advice. It's just that he's just not. He might be the wrong messenger,
Yeah.
knowing his lifestyle, but he might be still sharing a good gems with them and things to take on board. But I feel like sometimes you just need to find your own way. That's what it is. You need to find your own way and like figure things out. Go through the trial and errors of life. Like, nothing's meant to be perfect, and there's no manual with anything.
And like you said, this is the perfect example of like hiding your partner, because I feel like at this stage she should be someone that was in the forefront with him because of his character and what he's building. Like, you think that you're going to talk about love and I'm not going to be included in this? How?
Why? That's what I don't get.
Like,
that.
he's talking about whole love and this and that, and you've been in the background, no one's seen you before until now. And you, even the way she, like, even though she dressed, like, I know that people shading her and saying rare, but you should have made her come as a strong woman and make her even feel good about herself. Maybe she did feel good in the bonnet.
Maybe she's just different, because she might be one of those I'm secure in myself, I'm beautiful regardless type of women, because there are women that just be confident in their own skin and don't feel like they need nothing to prove, or they're not so into the social media world, so they don't see this whole dressy. She looks like she could be at home kind of like go to church, maybe couple Bible studies and just go home.
But then,
do you know what I mean? So I don't know. So that's probably why she didn't really care. Because even when she came out with her whole preaching thing and she was talking about the bonnet being her
armor, shield, or something like that.
Her armor, salvation, something like, and I was just like, okay,
girl, we gotta do.
It works for you, baby.
But like I just wanted to touch up on that quick. It wasn't a long vlog, but
just wanted to just give our little
input,
2 pence on it.
And ladies, men, like, don't look to people to help you in your journey. I think you got to try and discover things yourself, and you're gonna trip over certain things. You're gonna cross a few flags, and but find your way. There's always a way.
As if with any sort of guidance or whatever, pick sense out of nonsense. See what works for you. Do you know what I mean? Don't take everything for gospel that someone's saying to you or whatever, but don't be deterred, because there are some good life coaches out there. There are some people that can actually mentor you and talk you through situations. And we don't know, a lot of people that are out here doing like mentoring, might be mediators or whatever. They've got their own life, and they might not be totally perfect. They might not know what they need to do and can't take those actual steps.
Yeah.
So don't want to totally tarnish.
Wait, before we even try to wrap it up, the reason why this man is scandalous, I'm going to put it in right now. This guy has a cheat about black men don't cheat.
Oh. See, I didn't know this bit because I thought
He's
you
got
said
a whole
earlier about
book. About black men don't cheat, and that's why it's so like, wow, like you can't write this. You wrote a whole book.
But what is it? What is it? Because that could just be the title.
It probably is a title, but
and
obviously
it could go into how men do.
From
cheat,
how people are
but
reacting, it seems like the book was primarily about, you know.
I'm gonna have to read it and get back to y'all.
I don't even want to
see
put
what
no
it
coin
is.
in his pocket.
No, I'll do the PDF free downloads offline. Sorry.
Yeah, we have to download it because I ain't giving that man a penny.
But I would love to see, because sometimes it's just a title will be catchy. Black
Yeah,
men
yeah,
don't
yeah.
cheat, and then you read it and it's like, a whole
But I do think it is
Bible
about
of
that.
cheating.
From
And
the way people are reacting, I think it was a proper like black men don't cheat.
cheat.
We love our wives, the God-fearing man, and da-da-da-da.
well, we know that's bullshit. We all got, well, cheating ass daddies. Not all of us, but
Most of us.
anyway.
Well, yeah, it's a quick little informative video that I wanted to share with you real quick, guys. Don't forget to comment and like up the thing.
Subscribe, share.
Hit that no
Show us
gang
some
gang.
love.
And
Follow
share
us
your
up on
comments on
Insta.
this. Share your comments on this. We want to see what you think about the situation. Like, do you feel like he done the right thing by making a statement online and bringing his wife in? Like, let us know. Let us know. Watch the video as well. Check it out and get back to us. For real, because
We want to know.
there's some savagery going on in the world. But
Peace out.